Hey, I'm Alex Rackle from Board Game Co. and this is a slightly different video than what you're normally used to because this is halfway a tour of my studio, living space, gameplay area, little couch here, workstation. We got the game shelves. You can see basically everything here, Calyx wise. We have this is my basement. This is my work area where I get everything done in terms of editing, in terms of minimal editing, absolutely minimal editing, in terms of the videos I put together. This is going to be my main table space over here where I do all my reviews or whatnot, sitting down on the couch and covering whatever it is. This is going to be my newest little table that I got over here, and all of this, what you're seeing here, is not mine. This camera, this tripod, none of that. None of that over here is mine, and that's because this video is basically a GoFundMe push for a bunch of equipment that I want to get to, well, improve some of the stuff I do on the channel. And I'm going to be very specific about it because I've talked about this briefly in the past, but what I'm trying to do now is I want to start adding playthroughs to the content I do. Not on a regular basis, but just on a semi whenever I can basis, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, whatever can work. And in general, when I do my reviews, I always get the questions, the contents, B-roll, other shots, and there's not going to be drastic changes to what I do. That's not currently what I'm looking to do. But I always want to add more to the types of things I can do on this channel, and some of that's going to be playthroughs. Playthroughs with Rena, playthroughs with whoever, whenever, Quacklope when he's here. Quacklope's holding the camera as we speak. And it's going to be one of those things where I need, well, equipment. I'm going to need a second camera, and these cameras are not cheap. And I'm going to need, because of the space, the reason I want to show you the space I'm in is, well, to begin with, it's been something that's been requested here and there over the course of the channel in general. But secondly is going to be because of the fact that I want to get a few bars that effectively go across the ceiling to hold my lighting, to hold my camera. I'm going to need a new camera. I'm going to need some new lighting. I'm going to need multiple bars already. There's a few other things I need to take a look at. There'll be a full equipment list down below. And this is stuff I want to get. I want to get it to add to the type of content that I do. And in terms of fundraising for the channel, the types of things I do right now are my Patreon, obviously. I do have a Patreon. It's great. I appreciate every single person who's currently contributing or ever joins in the future. YouTube ads are always a thing as well, and that's basically the income that the channel brings in. And so spending more than that, actually, I think it's like $4,500 on camera equipment, that puts me months in the red. That's months of work to get to that point, to build that back up. And so I want to run a GoFundMe. Because eventually things like Kickstarter, because Kickstarter will be a thing on this channel at some point. Doing some sort of Kickstarter with whatever unique spin I can bring to the table to help grow revenue for the channel, to help make this a self-sustaining thing. I recently just took money for a Pledge Manager run-through with Fantasia Games and Endless Winter, and I talked about that, and that's because my long-term goal is being in this space full-time. And so long-term, I need to make this channel self-sustaining. It's something I've talked about before. It's something I'll talk about again, and it will come up as the channel continues. But for right now, I'm less concerned with paying the bills. I still have a day job. I still pay the bills that way. To me, being a content creator full-time is a 5-10 year investment. I'm prepared to put in my time. I love what I'm doing. Hopefully you see that every single day. Hopefully that comes through when I talk with the videos, when I have conversations, whatever the content I'm doing, hopefully it is clear to you that I love what I'm doing. And so I'm not in a rush, not in the slightest. But until we do have Kickstarters or more consistent general channel support for something like this, where I'm about to spend $4,500 on equipment to add to the value I can bring to the table, I'll want to GoFundMe for that. And whatever you can give is incredibly appreciated. Whether it's $1, $5, $15, whatever, $50, $100, whatever you can do is incredibly appreciated. As far as the GoFundMe, the plans, there's not anything tied to this. There's no giveaways, no anything else, no whatever. I appreciate whatever you can give, and whatever you can't give, I understand that as well. A like, sub, comments, all those things are still incredibly impactful. As far as the GoFundMe plans, my plans are to basically run it until I get enough to pay for the equipment, and I will include links to basically everything I'm buying down below. I'll include links in the GoFundMe. I don't know if I'll be down below. And then once that's hit, I will probably turn off the GoFundMe, almost certainly turn off the GoFundMe. Eventually, 6 months to a year from now, there might be a full Kickstarter with however I can do that in the most entertaining way possible, because I guarantee you I want it to be entertaining. And that's it. That's today's daily video. There's no review, no Kickstarter coverage. It's the first and, well, it's not the last, but it's the first time on this channel that I've done a dedicated daily video specifically with the goal of fundraising for the channel. Whatever you can do next, I really appreciate it. I'm Alex Rackle from Board Game Co., and as always, I hope you have a good one.